Yo, One Star, I'm tired of your intro, man. You need to make a new intro. I got you, man. Let's go.
One star. Yeah. It's a broke boy thing. Yeah. Wow. It's a broke boy thing. Broke boy. I'm the broke boy king. Broke boy. Watch this broke boy win. We winning. Yeah. Facts. Started from the bottom, beginning of the story. No FIFA points, boy. This a road to glory. Facts. We don't park the bus, boy. You looking kinda corny. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's looking kinda gory. Yeah.
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy, One Star Week Fit, and welcome back to the Broke Boy Road to Glory. This is episode number 11, and today we're gonna tell you guys, or I'm gonna tell you guys, what exactly I did after pulling Pogba. Alright, that's a spoiler alert. Actually, it's too late for the spoiler alert, but last episode we packed Pogba, and I was in two minds. One mind of mine was telling me I should sell him. It's early in the game, and he sells for 400,000 coins, which would get me a lot of upgrades on my team. The other part of my mind was telling me I should keep him. Pogba is a game changer, probably one of the best midfielders I can get at any cost, and he's a first owner, which is very rare to have. So, I'm gonna show you guys what I did. Boom, that's a new team right there. I sold Lewandowski, I sold Atal. Let me show you guys what I sold first. Just so you guys know I'm not capping. I sold a bunch of players from my team. Lewandowski sold for 97K. Atal sold for 30K. De Jong sold for max bin. Berkey had to go. Benzema, who we packed last episode, had to go. Moutinho, Sirigu, Schultz even went. And now we got this team right here. And honestly, I am having a lot of fun with this team. The new signings are right here. We got Ter Stegen, and the moment I played him in Weekend League, I was like, yo, I need to get this guy on my team. This guy is a absolute wall. He is so hard to score against, especially in those delayed games. He is an amazing, amazing card. We got Ruslan. I thought that Schultz was a very good card in his own right, but Ruslan, I think offers more defensively, a little bit more physically, and he does feel more reliable when I am trying to defend. We got Witsel. I told you guys I was going to bring him onto the squad. I had to after using him on the other account. And when you look at his stats, they're actually not bad. I'm playing him at the CDM position. He has 3 goals, 1 assist. And his stats don't look very different than Delaney, who I was previously using at the CDM position. But in-game, Witsel is a much better player. We got the kid Mertens, who I have on my pay-to-win account. He's playing as a striker. And we got Ndombele in the starting lineup right now. He's played a bunch of games for us, most of them as a super sub in the Weekend League, but now I'm starting him because I did like what he was offering to the side, and Pogba did not have to go. I thought, worst case scenario, I do sell Pogba after this episode, but I had to try him. There's no way I'm gonna pack a Pogba and not try him out for you guys and let you guys know whether he's worth buying, because I know some of you guys at home will have the money to buy the Pogba. So I tried him out for 8 games like you see. I also told you guys I was going to be trying some new tactics, right? So, I finally settled on these tactics right here. I'm playing the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and I pretty much went back to the basics. I pretty much went balanced on everything, depth and width on 4 defensively. Offensively, we got width on 5, players in box at 6, and the instructions are also very default. I got getting behind on Dembele and Mertens at the striker position. We got Coleman playing cam on stay forward and everything else default. We got Pogba on balance and cover center. We have Witsel and Ndombele on cover center. Witsel is cutting passing lanes and staying back, and Ndombele is pretty much balanced. The fullbacks are also on balance and overlaps, so we do have a lot of attacking options in this formation. I played a bunch of games in Rivals. I played a couple games against my friend using this formation. And what I do like about it is that I'm finally scoring goals again. Because in the 4-3-3 possession play style, I felt like the buildup was just way too slow. It was way too sluggish. I had a hard time carving chances in that formation. In this formation, even though it is a little bit worse defensively, being that I am committing my fullbacks to the attack, at least I'm scoring goals. And I'd rather lose games 3-4 than win or lose games by 1 goal where only 1 goal is scored in the entire game. It's just funner. It's less exhausting to play games where at least I'm scoring goals, at least I'm having fun, at least I'm playing attacking football. So that's my rationale behind that. And I do think I'm doing better with this formation than with the 4-3-3. So I am looking to bring this into FUT Champs. But without further ado, we're here to talk about one player and one player only. It's going to be this Pogba card. 88 rated. Look at his stats. He looks very nice. 6'3". He has high medium, 4-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. As you guys see here, I played him 8 games in Rivals. I got 1 goal and 2 assists. And when you look at his stats, I mean, he doesn't really have many weaknesses, right? His pace could be better. I mean, 67 acceleration is not the best. I think in the future, I will be throwing either a Hunter or a Shadow on him because he needs more acceleration. Sprint speed is fine. His shooting stats, they look better than last year. 75 finishing in this game. If you get him into a good position, he probably will be able to finish. He has a good attack positioning. Most importantly, though, he does have the good shot power. So if you get it on target, he will probably be able to beat the keeper. His passing stats look like an absolute gem. I mean, long passing, short passing, vision, he has it all. His dribbling stats look decent. 75 agility, doesn't look too crazy, but he's 6'3". He has his own custom animations, so I anticipate him to feel very good on the ball. His defending stats look decent. All right, I'm not sure if I'd play him at CDM. I know in previous years, because of his height, his physicality, his pace, he did put in the shift defensively. I anticipate him to do the same here. And his physical stats are amazing. 89 strength, 87 stamina, 82 jumping. I mean, he looks like the total package. These look like some icon stats. Is he gonna play like an icon in game? Let's jump into the gameplay, baby. Let's go. All right, so when you look at Footbin, this card's selling for around 410,000 coins. Is he worth that money? Is he changing your team? Is he changing the complexion of your team if you bring him in? I would say absolutely. But I do say this with the condition that you need to play him at CM. If you're playing him at the CDM position, I don't think he's worth 400K. And if you're playing him at Cam, I think you have better options there. But at the CM position, this guy is an absolute game changer. I'm gonna break down the stats for you so you know exactly what to expect. So let's talk about his pace. 74 pace with only 67 acceleration. Is he slow in game? I would say no. He takes long strides. He has long legs. He covers more ground than it looks like he should cover. When you look at his 67 acceleration and coming out of skill moves, I mean, he actually does accelerate pretty effectively. So I don't think his pace lets him down. I do think you should put a Hunter or a Shadow on him just to maximize the potential pace that he could get. Overall, I gotta give his pace a 7 out of 10. It's adequate. And in some situations, he may let you down. Let's say you're tracking down a winger. Let's say you're tracking down a quick striker. Most of the time, though, it's more than fine. Now let's talk about shooting. And I know it only says I got 1 goal, but when I was playing against my friend in friendlies, he did get a couple goals for me. So we got to talk about his attack positioning first. And his attack positioning is very good. And that's why I put him on balance. I would even say put him on stay forward, or not stay forward. Put him on get into the box for crosses if you want maximum impact of his attack positioning, because it's very, very good. All right, he makes intelligent runs into the box. And when you give him freedom to float into the box, he'll do a lot of good things for you. His attack positioning is solid. His finishing looks on paper like it could be a weakness. 75 finishing, I mean, let's be honest, it's not the greatest, but he does have 90 shot power. He does have 87 composure, and he does use his attack positioning very well. So if you're able to get him into a good position, you're able to finish it properly, he's going to beat the keeper because of his 90 shot power. I didn't find his finishing to be that bad at all. I found him to be pretty reliable in front of goal, actually. His long shots, I did not get to test very often because I mean, it's FIFA 20 and long shots do not seem to be the way to go this year. So I didn't test his long shots very much. However, I do anticipate he will have a very good long shot given that he does have 90 shot power. His volleys and penalties are very solid as well. Overall, I actually got to give his shooting an 8 out of 10. He's very reliable in the right positions. He does have very good attack positioning, and his shot power is an absolute game changer. Next, we're going to talk about his passing, and oh my God, I am not exaggerating to you or with you. This is the best passer I've used on this game. If you need somebody in your midfield that's going to be able to unlock the defense with just one through ball, with just one over-the-top through ball, this is your guy. All his through balls were perfectly weighted. If you surround him with pacey players, I think it's the most ideal situation for this Pogba card, because if you lob the through ball using Pogba, it'll be weighted perfectly so that the player can just run onto it. They'll be able to take a good touch and they'll be through on goal, or they'll be through behind the defense. This guy's lob through balls were the best I've used on this game. Similarly, in and around the box, he does have the nice finesse to put the short through balls in crowded areas. He's able to put the nice passes in crowded areas. He's able to cross very effectively. He can do any kind of pass you can imagine, and this is the perfect player, in my opinion, to have if you need to unlock somebody who's using park the bus. If you need to unlock somebody who's pressuring you, this guy can thrive in any environment. His passing is an absolute game changer. Overall, I gotta give his passing a 10 out of 10. This guy is absolutely amazing. He's a maestro in the midfield. This guy is what you need on your team if you're struggling to keep possession, if you're struggling to unlock defenses, anything like that. Next, we're gonna talk about his dribbling. And when you look at his agility and balance, you're thinking this guy's gonna feel clunky, but I think he has custom animations or something, because in game, he felt so silky smooth on the ball, and keeping possession with him was honestly a joy. His dribbling stats 87, his ball control is 90, and it does feel like that in game. On top of that, with the custom animations, he also has a bunch of physical. So if you're able to dribble, if you're able to learn how he dribbles, you learn his custom animations, it is almost impossible to dispossess this guy. I mean, I felt like with this guy, I could keep possession against anybody for as long as I wanted until somebody of mine made a run, and then I would just hit the through ball up, and he'd be able to wait it perfectly to get that guy in behind the defense. So his dribbling was very, very good. His composure at 87 is also noticeable. If he's being pressed, if you need him to make a quick pass, even if he's off balance, even if he's not facing the position where he's passing to, he'll be able to make that pass. So overall, I got to give his dribbling a 9 out of 10. You would think he's clunky, but no, he is not clunky. He's probably the best dribbling midfielder I felt on this game. Next, we're going to talk about his defending. And is his defending good enough to play at CDM? I would say at a push, yes. Let's say you need to play him at CDM. Like there's no other choice. He'll put in a shift. Don't worry about it. His physical, his pace, his long legs, they'll do work for you. However, when you break down the quality of his tackle, it's a little sloppy at times, all right? And he is able to put in a lot of tackles that other players wouldn't, just due to his sheer size and his physicality. However, the quality of his tackle is a bit sloppy, like I will say. He is able to break up play pretty decently, being that he does have a long reach with his long legs. However, decently is just all it is. Overall, his defense, I would say, is a 7 out of 10. It's definitely an aspect of his card that he's able to really execute pretty well. However, it's not necessarily a strength of his. Finally, we do have to talk about his physical, and his physical stands out so much. Oh my God, this guy is able to shield the ball with the best of them. So when you look at what he's bringing to your team, he has the dribbling, the passing, the finishing, the physical. You can play this guy so many different ways. You could use him to shield. You could use him to dribble past 2 or 3 players. You can use him to unlock a defense with his passing, and he can finish in front of goal. So this guy is a total package, all right? Overall, I gotta give his physical a 9 out of 10. It's probably one of the best things about this card. So overall, what would I rate this card? As a CM, I think he's a 9.5 out of 10. This guy feels better than Pogba felt last year. I think he even felt better than he did 2 years ago. This Pogba is truly a gem in midfield, and being that possession is very, very important in this FIFA. This guy's going to be somebody that can help add an extra dimension to your team. He can unlock the defenses. He can shield the ball. He can shoot. He can do anything you ask him to do and still put in the shift defensively. He'll last our game with his 87 stamina. I mean, I can't think of any other CMs on this game I'd rather have that cost the same amount of money. So I do think it's an amazing value for money. I wouldn't play him at CDM. I do think he can play cam if you do need him to play cam. However, I don't think it's his best position, because you do want him to utilize his long passing. You do want him to link your defense to your attack. And I think the best place to really get the most out of him is the CM position. So guys, that's gonna be my Pogba review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, I don't think I'm gonna sell this player. I think I'm gonna have to at least play him in the weekend league. The rest of my team, I think, is good enough to support somebody like Pogba, and I do anticipate he's gonna be an absolute game changer in our weekend league side. Hopefully we can hit gold 1. Gold 2 would be all right too, but gold 1 is definitely the aim. Let me know in the comment section down below, have you tried Pogba? What's your experiences with Pogba? Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video shortly. Peace.